Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to present this video to you. My name is Elaine Groggett and I am applying for the assessment faculty position. Rather than have you sit and watch a video of me speaking, I will narrate a presentation video I've assembled for the committee. I am hopeful you will find the presentation both informative and fun. My presentation will cover 3 points: who I am, my teaching philosophy, and my teaching method. Currently, I'm the Director of Assessment, Program Review, Curriculum, and Articulation at Arizona Western College. I've been working in higher education for a little over 12 years and in the area of assessment for the past 2 years. In these past 2 years, I have developed a tremendous passion for assessment and have come to understand how important assessment is for improving teaching, learning, and services. My teaching philosophy is based on educating faculty and administrators on the purpose and benefits of assessment. I have heard many faculty and administrators refer to assessment as a chore and how they dread anything having to do with assessment. I try to help faculty and administrators see assessment in a positive light. Rather than a chore, I help them to see that assessment leads to real improvement. To help individuals cross over the dark side of assessment, I utilize praise. I believe praise is important, even for faculty and administrators. I highlight stellar assessment plans and well-written outcomes and goals submitted by faculty and administrators, and I encourage excellence by publicly praising excellent work. My teaching methods are designed for teaching faculty and administrators, who are often some of the toughest students to teach. I'm comfortable with reining in the talkers and the workaholics who do not want to pay attention. I incorporate humor, I make assessment relevant, and I work very hard to alleviate the fear and frustration surrounding assessment. I work diligently to capture their attention and teach them so I can see the aha moment when a faculty administrator finally understands assessment. I typically have a cartoon image on the screen at the beginning of a class. One of my favorites is this cartoon by Bud Blake. We can teach and we can provide services, but we need to have some evidence that what we did made a difference. My job as a teacher is to help faculty and administrators design assessment plans that will help them evaluate what works, what does not work, and how they can implement changes for improvement. Some individuals can be uneasy with assessment because of a fear of possibly low assessment scores. I reassure faculty and administrators that it is not the low assessment scores that are a problem, it is when no action is taken to improve low assessment scores. To help individuals understand how assessment leads to improvements, I make the comparison of assessment to quality control. My example: Great Value brand cookies versus Pepperidge Farm cookies. Quality exists when a product is assessed for its quality in a variety of ways. Pepperidge Farm does just that. They assess every part of the cookie: moisture, ingredients, size, and appearance. Quality comes from careful assessment. Quality students and quality services also come from careful assessment. When it comes to behaviors, faculty and administrators are very similar to typical students. They have strengths and weaknesses. Some are good with technology and some are not. Some are afraid to ask for help and some are not. In the classroom, I watch for a look of confusion. I provide examples in a variety of different ways. I encourage group discussions, and for those who are reserved, I approach them on a one-to-one basis. I adapt to meet everyone's needs. Feedback is key not only for me as a teacher, but also for my students. I grow as an instructor when I receive feedback because that feedback, whether positive or negative, helps me improve my teaching and my interaction with faculty and administrators. The same is true for my students. I provide feedback to the faculty and administrators because they cannot improve their assessment efforts if I'm not willing to take the time to provide the feedback they need. I have a passion for assessment because I have witnessed how honest evaluations lead to improvements of teaching, learning, and services. But most importantly, I enjoy sharing my knowledge of assessment with others, and I strive to do so in a fun and caring environment. Thank you very much for your time, attention, and consideration.